Alright, hello, doing this again because why not? Turn this down a bit. There we go. Um, alright, hello, welcome back. We're doing this again. Last time we did specific teams around stuff, but this time, I wanted to do something a little different, and that was to just take suggestions because why not? Because why not? More because because I want to engage a bit more with my audience. So I thought, all right, why not take suggestions? Team building. Why not? So, egg. Hello. Yes, egg. Anyway, I'm gonna wait a bit longer, just so we have more people join, but also so I can get some more suggestions. Then I'll get this card out of the way. Then we can get starting with the first team we're gonna do. I want to at least do 3 teams today. But I want to at least either get 3 teams done, 1 team done, or at least get a list of Pokemon that I could do teams around, and then do those another time. Basically, what I want to do for this specific stream. So, yeah, pretty simplistic. So, just wait a moment, then I'll get the show on the road. Might as well put the music back on. No, never mind. Let's see. Alright, might as well get this slide out of the way now. Hold on now. Let's see. Nothing yet. Alright, so, but I'll now be accepting suggestions. I'm gonna keep this card up because because I have to have this card up while I look at chat because I'm using windowed capture for my streaming on this because Pokemon Showdown. So basically, I have to switch. Basically, if I were to keep this other way, you would basically see all this studio shit, which I don't want people to see. So I have to put this shitty card thing back up every single time. It's absolutely annoying, but I just gotta deal with it. Might turn it up a bit. There you go. Alright, I'll get this card out of the way now, and I'll just open up the standard menu. There we go. Back in Showdown for like, what, 20th times? How many streams have I done? I've done 4 at this point? Yeah, I've done 4. Alright, so, like I said, suggestions. This is going to be our first suggestions team. But of course, I can't build anything until I actually get any. So, yeah. I can put the music back on if you guys want music. Give me one moment. And put the image back up. Then I can go through the browser real quick. Starting to. Yes, browser. Super slow right now. Jesus. Okay, let's back up. Okay, anyway, do you guys want music back on while we wait for the suggestions to pop up? I don't want this to drag. Yeah, I'll put the music back on. Yeah, I'll just put the I'll just put the music back on. Give me a moment. Where is my music thing? Hold on. Muse Panic Station, Muse. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull this up again. Put it on low volume. Yeah, I gotcha. Let's see. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, Eon. Good to see you again. Alright, just gonna put music back on so this doesn't drag or stay completely silent. Basically for now we're just gonna have some music on. We'll chat for a bit as I wait for suggestions for because like I'm kind of just out of ideas for teams right now, or at least I have some core ideas but nothing else. And I thought this would be a nice way to engage the audience a bit, you know, because I like doing this stuff. I like showing my creative aspect when it comes to stuff like this. So I think it's just nice. Okay, pull that up. Muse. Can you please do the load? I keep forgetting that whenever I have OBS on, everything on my laptop just slows down so much. It actually bugs me. I am gonna upgrade one day because this thing is just old. It's not really designed to run stuff like this, but I get it to work sometimes. Very rarely do I get it to work. Let's see, pull up that. If suggestions don't come in within about, I'll say 20 minutes of this, then I could just do something else with this. Maybe like I still do have some other stuff that are in the works of refining. Mainly my mono fire team for a monotype tournament actually. It's pretty interesting. That's happening like I think the 20th or something, like around that time. It's gotta be something. Come on, can this fucking load so I can actually play music? The laptop hates me sometimes. It actually annoys me. Alolan Persian. Oh, I forgot about Alolan Persian. Hold up. Ooh. Yeah, the monotype is gonna be great. I am honestly really excited for that. But yeah, Alolan Persian. I honestly forgot about it. I do remember it being pretty big in 2017, like before Incineroar happened. Like literally every single utility mod was great until Incineroar happened in like Sun and Moon. It's honestly kind of sad. Yeah, Persian. That's not a bad idea. I honestly kind of forgot about Alolan Persian. I might have to get Pikalytics out for this because I've never touched Alolan Persian. It's one of those Pokemon that I kind of forgot about. Let me put that in my list of stuff real quick. Alol. Yeah, we'll not do music because it's taking too long for it to load. It'll probably lag the stream. Hello in Persian. Yeah, that's an interesting one actually. Everything was peaceful until the incineration attacks. I've heard it has some nice tech, like Snarl is the main one. I haven't checked the thing's move pool actually. Foul play, fake out, Snarl, party shot, taunt, throw chop, U-turn, toxic. Yeah, this is actually some pretty decent stuff. Um, this is actually pretty decent stuff for a core. Yeah, Persian seems like an interesting one. I think I'll start with that. Hold on, let me get the slide out of the way now. Okay, get this out of the way. There we go. Get this show on the road. Alright, so Alola Persian. I have never used this Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon that I've heard about. It was good back in 2017, before Cinder was actually good. Same with Arcanine. Actually, no, Arcanine got outclassed after National Desk opened, but current metagame, Arcanine is still great on certain teams. Anyway, I have no clue how to use this thing. It's one of those Pokemon that I've never touched before, but it has some unique traits to it. It's got a great speed stat, some decent abilities. This fur coat ability is actually pretty decent in theory. But I've never used this actually because I never found a real niche for it, like at all. So I might hold on. I think what I might do is as as like as noobish as it is, I probably will have to check our best friend Picolytics. As much as I hate using it, like the main thing with Picolytics right now is that everything just doesn't seem useful from my experience. So okay, well actually wait, hold on. Now that I think about it, something like maybe like what am I thinking? I'm thinking Assault Vest maybe. Have it be like something like a Snarl, Fake Out, U-turn, Foul Play, or go with a something like a Rosai Berry. Piglets is bad if you don't know how to look at the data. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's the best way I can describe Picolytics. Slapping sets is pretty eh. Yeah, slapping sets is not the best thing to do in general. I think I probably could try a few different sets and see what I can go with from there. Like, Assault Vest seems like an okay thing in theory because of the popularity of Psy Spam and, I guess, Togekiss. It learns Icy Wind. Oh, speed control. I love me some good speed control. Now, what? Okay. You know what I'm actually you know what I'm thinking maybe? Maybe something like wait, no, that won't work. I'm thinking maybe now you bring up Icy Wind. Alolan Persian teamed up with a Pokemon that really likes some good speed control. I think that could work pretty nicely. When I think of like a Pokemon that loves some good speed control, Porygon Z comes to mind, but pairing that with Dark type, a mono Dark type is probably not a great idea, especially with the prominence of fighting moves like Pokemon like Cinderace, Cinderunnet, T-Tar, others. I think some Corviknight tend to mattering the set. Actually, no, I haven't seen much of Body Press Corviknight. I normally tend to just see Brave Bird. Ironhead, Tailwind, or Bulk Up, and then Roost. Sometimes Taunt. It's a very versatile Pokemon. Surprisingly, actually. Yeah, I think if we're gonna do a move set, I would probably go. Let's see. I'll probably go Fake Out, Snarl, Icy Wind, and Foul Play for like a move set. But everything else, I'm not completely sure about. I've almost never seen Body Press on Corby anymore. Yeah, same. The only reason I would see body press on Corviknight is if it's none of its teammates have like a fighting coverage. Like the only real reason you'd want body press on Corviknight is if you really, really want to kill Sand. That's the only real reason I see body press on Corvi. Like just if you really want Sand gone, but at the same time you could have that Pokemon that can also kill Sand pretty decently. Like Drain Punch Rillaboom is the one I use quite a bit. Alright. Anyway, for moveset, Fake Out, Snarl, Icy Wind, Foul Play seems like something that could work. Item, maybe for this, Assault Vest might actually work okay for this particular one, but because it's all attacking moves, but the same attacking moves and also kind of patches up its pretty bad special defense. Plus, a Fur Coat makes a decent bulk. I think what might want to do with this is have full speed investment. But I think full speed investment, then have the rest of the EVs being like a mix between attack, no, not attack, the defenses and HP, pretty much. I'll get this card out of the way for this part. Okay, there we go. So you got the item, the ability, then you got your everything else. I feel like the main thing with this is it's best to have full speed investment. Yeah. Full speed investment with like timid because it doesn't matter because this thing doesn't need much attacking power, like at all in general. Since its defenses are technically doubled, I'll have to do calcs for this. I actually do not have. I need to open up the calc real quick. So hold on. Okay. Let's see. Pull up the damage calculator. There we go. I only recently have I actually started using the damage calculator. That's the funny part. Like for the longest time, I refused to use it because I thought calcs were just incredibly overcomplicated. But now that I'm actually trying it out, it helps a ton with determining EV spreads for more defensive usage. Like say you want like a bulky attacker, then you're gonna want to do calcs for that because if you go in and just hope things work, then you're probably yeah. Goddamn, I can't English. Fuck it. Anyway, if you're gonna just go in with a spread, not doing calcs, and hoping that works, then most of the time it's probably not gonna work in your favor. And I know that from experience. Hold on. I gotta put the fucking thing back up real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry that I have the slide is gonna be like, or a card is gonna be throughout most of this. It's just how I have my setup. It's annoying. Okay, will trainer tower do the load? It might not. Fuck. If trainer tower won't load, then I'll just do the calcs later. It might not right now because OBS is a cunt. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that won't work. Okay, let's get this out of the way again. Let's get back to this. Okay. I feel like for this, one thing I'm gonna need to do a lot for this thing's EVs, since its defenses are both doubled, since the way that this thing works is that technically its technically its defense is doubled and its special tag's been increased as well, which is pretty nice utility. When I first heard about Persian, I was kind of surprised one of the Assault Vests because this thing gets Parting Shot, but at the same time, I completely get why it runs Assault Vest over something like a Berry or something like over a Berry or Focus Sash because you don't need it, Like, Assault Vest is enough, and also still has a great support move pool, even without without with like all attacking moves are all great support utility still. Like, you don't need to run something like Parting Shot. Like, sure, Parting Shot's great and all, but it's not a requirement for this Pokemon. I think for this, the main thing I think I should do is have the defenses like cap up at a decent level. Like, maybe how something. I think what I should do is have like more I think more HP investment than anything, since his defenses are being doubled. They're not as much as a requirement to put much spread into. Since the defenses are being technically doubled in a way, well, almost doubled for special, but full doubled in physical. So putting in more focus on HP is good, and then I can have it just be more rounded out, like here or something. Having more like rounded out or something. I don't know. Just kind of be like more rounded out, pretty much. There we go. There we go. Alright, put this back up for like the 12th time. I hate having to slap this. I need to fucking figure out how I could change this. If I have to use the goddamn, not the browser, the window version of Showdown, I will actually die because I hate the window Showdown. Pikalytics has his own damage calculator. It does? I don't know. Pikalytics had a damage calculator. That's actually pretty neat. Yeah, Learning Spreads has been a lot of fun actually, because I normally they never did it much, but nowadays it's honestly extremely fun to do. Okay, so now that we got Persian's standard set out of the way for now, partners. The thing with Persian is that I feel like with this Pokemon is that I feel like it should, if it's gonna have both Snarl and then Speed Control, I feel like it kind of needs to go with a mod that loves some good speed control. And there are some decent choices. Like my main one that comes to my mind is something like Massive Speed Control. And it pulls from top spreads. Yeah, they added not too long ago. And it pulls the top spreads quickly if you want that. I'll probably try that another time because since I have OBS on, once I have my stuff tabbed up, then it'll just like nothing will load. It's probably because of my laptop in general. It's probably that. Like, this thing's old. It's like 5 or 6 years old. It's on like its last leg because I have to keep it charged at all times, so the battery will just die in 2 minutes. Sucks. I am gonna get a new one eventually. I think I have an idea of what I want to get. Okay. Anyway, partners for our this thing. What do you even call this? I don't. I think I had a nickname for this thing, but I forgot what I called it. It doesn't matter. Okay, partners. That's where things get interesting. Yeah. So now I need to think of a partner for this thing. What does so this thing is that what do you think about the metagame at large? The main thing that this thing does is kind of just destroys Dragapult. Like, it basically does good against most weakness policy Pokemon. Like, the main one that comes to my mind is Dragapult, but it also does okay against like other Pokemon, like especially defensive Pokemon such as like Psyspam. Like, I could see this thing doing okay. This thing feels like a bit like Incineroar if it had speed control. And also foul play. And not the second fire typing. And, like, not have the second fire typing. So, maybe pairing something with this with a Pokemon that already pairs well with Incineroar. but also something that can handle what this thing hates. What does this thing hate? Mostly anything with a fighting type. I could see Tyranitar walling it. Like if Cinderace could have an okay matchup against it. Rillaboom maybe. Actually, no. The thing with Rillaboom is that it comes down to the set, because not all of them run fighting coverage. I can see some of the... Actually, I don't really see some of the bigger fairies being too big a problem, because they're mostly special attackers. Snarl and Assault Vest exist. It's kind of hard to think of a partner for this, because I've never used it. I haven't thought of ever using it. Partners for this thing. Braviary. I forgot about Braviary. I never thought... Braviary is one of those Pokemon I kind of forgot about, but at the same time I never understood its niche that much. Hold on. If I were to use Braviary, I would probably go with Lum Berry Tailwind. But that's... yeah. Hold on. Hold on, let me pull up Braviary real quick. Braviary. Oh yeah, Braviary got Defiant. I forgot this thing got Defiant. Like, what is this thing's offensive move pool, honestly? Let me look at these things' stats again. 100 HP, 123 attack, 70 defense. This thing could actually be okay. But at the same time, what does this kind of handle when it comes to, like, things that Persian fears? I never really see Braviary as much as Braviary is like an offensive tailwind setter. It's kind of like, what is it reminding me of? I keep thinking Lunala from, like, the 2019 season, but that's probably just a really bad comparison. Plus, I never took part in the 2019 meta. The most I know is just match videos and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, Braviary does have an okay move pool. Got Brave Bird, got Close Combat, Braviary, Close Combat, Tailwind, U-turns, and Headbutt, Shadow Claw, Rock Slide. You know what? This thing kind of reminds me of Staraptor, but as a Tailwind Pokemon. Like, if Staraptor was a Tailwind Pokemon, and also not kind of terrible. Like, I only remember Braviary because it was like, it had some usage in the beginning of the metagame, then just died out because Whimsicott just outclassed it as a Tailwind setter. Like, if you want to use a flying type as Tailwind setter, just go with Corviknight in general. Like, I've always viewed Corviknight as the best flying type. No, not the best flying type Tailwind setter. The best flying type Tailwind setter is Mandibuzz. Hold on, actually, wait. Could this thing pair well with Mandy and, Indeedee? No. That probably wouldn't work well. Incineroar pairs fine there because it gets rid of Rillaboom, but... Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I can see that, but I think the main reason Braviary could work is simply the fact that it has Defiant. And also gets Tailwind. Like, I could have this be like a pseudo-offensive Pokemon. Have like 3 offensive moves, and then just Tailwind in the back. And then give it like Lum Berry or something. Like, it could either be the Tailwind setter or the offensive Pokemon. Like, That could actually be okay. Let's get this out of the way again. What I'm thinking is something like, excuse me, Braybird, Close Combat, Tailwind, and needs some kind of coverage. What does this thing fear the most? Fly types or needs electrics and standard stuff. I could see U-turn maybe okay. Oh, Ironhead. That's good. Ironhead's good actually. Yeah, that actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, Bravery could actually pair pretty decently here. Yeah, if I give you like full speed, full attack, jolly, like pretty simplistic. But yeah, this is actually not a bad idea. This is not a bad core. Like this could actually be a semi-decent core. Now I kind of see why Bravery has, kinda has a niche. I say kinda because, oh yeah, Rock Slide is also one. Yeah, there is Rock Slide as well. Like, Rock Slide would probably help against stuff like, Sun. Oh, Rock Slide probably help against weather a bit, like Sun in particular. But the thing is, Bravery would probably be dead before it could even do anything. No, I'm not sure about that. I think Ironhead might be just a superior choice for this, to be honest. Because I think, like, the thing with Ironhead is that it hits stuff like Togekiss, which is also everywhere. It already could do well against Rillaboom. Uh, it does fine against Rillaboom. Has close combat coverage for stuff like rocks and stuff like rock types. Heck, I could even just run Tailwind on it as like a secondary option for speed control. Then you got Persian with Icy Wind, and then you got Bravery with Tailwind. Plus, Tailwind also is great for its max option because it turns to Protect, which is nice. Okay. So yeah, if we technically got a semi-core down with Persian and Braviary. So maybe I should go with something that likes being with more speed control. Or something that could support said speed control. Like, when I think of like, hold on, what was I thinking of again? Pokemon that like speed control. Porygon Z comes to mind, but I kind of don't want another Fighting Weak Pokemon on a team like this. Oh, Urshifu! Urshifu adores speed control. Ooh. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to run it. Like, I have Bravery with Ironhead could work as for that. Could work for that. Like, but at the same time, the thing with Urshifu is that it's kind of hard to put on a team because it's kind of one of those Pokemon where it's better to just build a team around it. In general, to me, I kind of feel like I could find a decent placement in this team for the dark fighting variant because the water fighting one I don't really like that much, honestly. I don't think it's particularly amazing as everyone's saying is. I think the thing, while yes, the dark fighting one does hate some of the big metagame threats, it does just have good matchups against others. Like it does okay against stuff like Psy Spam, destroys Tyranitar and Sand. Like, actually, now I think about it, why is Dark Bead used more than I mean, the thing with Dark is that it is a good late game cleaner. So maybe that's like, maybe I could put Urshifu on this. question is, do I go with the water fighting or dark fighting? What does water fighting do for this team? Doesn't really help much against Sun due to its god-awful special defense. I could probably run like a Sash variant. What does water really do, Mudloggins? It probably could do okay. Actually, no. It would do terrible against Cinderace because I keep forgetting that if you're not running bounce Cinderace, then it's not Cinderace. Trying to think of Pokemon I love Tailwind support. It's kind of hard. I haven't really done much with Tailwind in this metagame, actually. I kind of just go... Like, mostly what I've done is super offensive and parts and slightly Trick Room for the last, like, what, 4 teams I think I've built? It's kind of absurd. If the fact that I already have physical attack on this team is making me just want to say, slap Meowstic. Like, I think Meowstic is currently the Pokemon I've used the most in this metagame, and I don't understand why. I think it's more the fact that every team I build, aside from a small few, have been mainly physical attackers. And also, it gets Trick Room and Prison. So, you can shut that down. It can work as a weak beat setter for like Dragapult with Sucker Punch. And just, it's an extremely versatile Pokemon. Like, it's extremely versatile Pokemon to deal with. And it can also be a pain to deal with if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Anyway, Pokemon, I kind of want to run Urshifu on this. Like a Sash Urshifu, like Sash Urshifu, pretty much. You run like Combat, yeah. Fuck. Okay, Wicked Blow, something like Sucker Punch, does this thing detect? Could probably like drop Sucker Punch or something else. Like, I'm not sure actually. What could you drop on this Sucker Punch? Maybe Iron Head for extra coverage. One of the elemental punches. We get Stone Edge, Taunt, maybe U-turn. Like, it has a good move pool. It's just kind of hard to use extremely well. Trying to think here again. Actually, now I think about it, Meowstic does actually fit in here quite well. Like, I know I use it a ton, but it really does just work really well on teams with mostly physical attackers. It just does extremely well. You probably want some kind of bulky onshore. Bulky. Ooh. Bulky Pokemon. I'm thinking Meowstic maybe. Because, like... Oh, Duraludon. Yes. I kind of forgot about Duraludon as well. I haven't really used it that much. Uh, I haven't used. The funny thing is, I haven't used Duraludon since my first ever VGC team, and that was back in goddamn March. So, yeah, it's quite a long time ago. Um, Hold on real quick. I want to check something real quick. Do any of you guys get ground type moves? I think I have an idea. Ground or fighting? Okay, no. Okay, I was thinking for a second, maybe I could have like a weakness policy set. Yeah, Duraludon is it's up there for being like one of the better mods in this meta from what I know, but from what I know, it's only really good with a Solfest, and I already have a Solfest on Persian. So I'm not completely sure about that. I could maybe run Life Orb, give it the extra oomph it needs. I think in this type of, I think for this team in particular, it could work really well because it gets the speed control it really needs. Like I could run like stuff like Draco, Flash Cannon. Gotta have your electric coverage, and maybe like what could I run a last slot? I could either run like Protect or some other attacking move. Normally, I think what I normally did with this is that I went with I think it was Draco, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, and I remember running a spec set once, but I forgot what other move I slapped on it. Oh wait, Dark Pulse. It was Dark Pulse. That's what I slapped on it. I forgot that Duraludon is incredible with Dark Pulse. Remember when that thing was so fucking common in the early days? Boy, I remember that. I remember trying to get to work, and then I forgot that Star Rod existed because the one I ran was Light Metal. God damn, I was a dumbass when I first started this. Okay, alright, so if I'm gonna run this, then, what does this thing hurt really well? It's got great typing, hits pretty hard, good coverage. It can help. It can do okay against waters. Some stuff like Spam and Dragapult due to its great physical bulk. I can't English right now. Flash, fairies again. What does the room kind of? It does kind of help as well against big trick room and stuff. I could probably run modest actually instead of timid. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. We got Persian. We got some nice support here. Now to think about it, Persian and Duraludon do kind of work hand in hand quite well. It's like they're both weak to fighting, but that's where Bravery comes in and handles those. So yeah, this is turning out pretty decent actually. These three actually work pretty well in tangent. Now that I think about it. I kind of wish I could run a Solvest on this, but I think Persian kind of just really needs it more than anything for this. At this point, I just don't even fucking care if I show my studio anymore, because it doesn't really show anything important. It just kind of shows just standard stuff when you use YouTube for streaming. I do need to figure out how to fix that though, without having to slap the card on all the time. Okay, next up. So we have our first half, which looks solid. What hurts all of these guys kind of well? I could see Trick Room being an absolute menace. And when I think Trick Room, I know exactly who to use to counter it, but I don't want to slap him on here because of Duraludon. like, excuse me. When I think anti-Trick Room, my mind goes straight to goddamn Meowstic. That thing is so underrated. Like, it is straight up incredibly good. Like, I adore using that thing so much. And the other thing about Meowstic is that it's extremely versatile. Like, you can go with dual screens. You can have Trick Room in Prison. You could go like a weakness policy activator with Sucker Punch. You could get like Thunder Wave, some other moves. I don't know anymore. It's a versatile Pokemon. Straight up, extremely, really versatile Pokemon. But at the same time, there are like other decent anti-Trichomancers. Like I like using a Azumarill a lot actually for like anti-Trick Room. Yeah, I'm not sure about Meowstic here either. Like the problem I see with Meowstic being here is the fact that the Duraludon is on this team as well. That kind of hurts it a bit. Like, I normally only run Meowstic on teams that are all physical attackers because of Tickle. So running it on this, I don't think fits, but I do kind of see some. Excuse me, I cannot English. Kill me now. Anyway, I feel like we still need some Trick Room answer. Like when I think of go-to Trick Room answers for me, it's mainly Meowstic, Incineroar, and Azumarill. But none of those really fit on this particularly well. Like Persian and Incineroar would clash a ton. Meowstic doesn't really fit in, and what can Azumarill really do that this team kind of can't? Like, it can handle fires, I guess. Like, the thing with Azumarill is that, in theory, it can handle some big fire types, but then you need to think. The big fire types are Incineroar, which completely walls it, and Cinderace, which can just easily switch typing pretty quickly because it's a fast boy. So, yeah, it's kind of tough to pick. Like, God damn it. Maybe I could run like something that like learns Trick Room that I could use it as an anti-Trick Room pivot. I know that stuff like Whimsicott and Comfey have done that before, but Comfey just doesn't really do anything here. I never really liked Comfey that much, to be honest. I kind of don't find its niche that good. It's probably just me, but it only really pairs well with a small collection of Pokemon compared to something like I don't know, fucking Incineroar, which pairs well with literally everything. Trying to think here. What does this? It hates Trick Room, but at the same time, I could maybe go with a Trick Room mode, but I don't think it's necessary on this. Like, if I were to go the Trick Room mode, I would probably just go with the Psy-Spam route. Like, actually, wait, no, maybe not Psy-Spam. Maybe, like, something like, a Pokemon with, Azumarill or something. Because Azumarill I think Azumarill is probably one of the best Trick Pokemon right now. Like, I think it's better than Primarina, honestly. Like, sure, Primarina doesn't despise Intimidate, But aside from that, I just think Azumarill is straight up better. Yeah, coffee only really works if you're going into it with it. And like, I've seen some people use it with a Lapras and a Gudra quite commonly. I know that Pyrite has used it a lot. I think Brendan used it at one point. Yeah, Brendan used it a couple of times with Lapras, if I remember correctly. Okay, I can't think of any. Like I always hate it when I have when I finally gang a core in mind, and then I try to build around it, and I get in this massive roadblock. Normally, it's for the last spawn of team, but not in the middle of the process. Let's see. There's fucking Marowak. What does Marowak handle this team hates right now? I guess. I mean, Marowak actually probably. No. Marowak doesn't do a fight against all TR because Indeedee and Azumarill are prominent. Sure, it's slower than it naturally. Yeah, but Mimikyu is kind of not good right now in general, to be honest. The main problem I have with Mimikyu, especially here. Hold on real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. Mimikyu. I haven't used Mimikyu in a long time, actually. But, hold on. Actually, I could. You know what? Mimikyu actually could maybe fit on here. Now that I think about it. I go with like Trick Room. Let's see, Trick Room. Fuck, like Trick Room, Play Rough. I've seen who the hell used Will-O-Wisp on this thing. I remember someone did, but I forgot who it was. I can't remember if it was Snob or Pyrite. I think it was Pyrite actually, because Pyrite built a Mono Fairy team. I think that was on his. Trick Room, Play Rough, Shadow Claw. Maybe Phantom Force instead of Shadow Claw actually. Yeah, Pyrite. Okay, it was Pyrite. Alright, last move slot. You get the thing with Mimikyu is that it's semi-versatile. Like it's kind of that you kind of just have. It's kind of more of just what the team wants. I don't think Shadow Sneak is a requirement on this because Pull doesn't exist. I don't think Sword Stance is required. I could probably run something like Will-O-Wisp or Woodhammer. In terms of like item on the other hand is an interesting question in general because like mostly you would run Lumberry or Life Orb. Actually, I could run Expert Belt. I did use Expert Belt Mimikyu once and it was actually pretty decent. What I want the last move slot. I can kind of see Will-O-Wisp being some pretty nice tech, to be honest. Shadow Sneak, Taunt, or Swords Dance. Maybe Swords Dance. If I were to go with Swords Dance on this, and I would probably run Mental Herb. I think I do see Will-O-Wisp being pretty nice. Like when I heard that Pyrite used Will-O-Wisp, I was kind of questioning at first, but at the same time, when you think about it, it does make sense why you'd put Will-O-Wisp on this. Okay, so like we got. I think this could work fine as an off-meta team instead of a full-on competitive team. Like, and that's like I normally don't build off meta because, but at the same time, I could probably find some niche in this. Will-O-Wisp Baton. I think I'll stick with Will-O-Wisp for now. I'll come down to testing if I'll change or not. Alright, so we got Persian, Braviary, Duraludon, and Mimi. I could see... You know what I could see being a problem on this team? Bulky water types. You know who that means needs to be on this team? Take a wild fucking guess. Take a wild fucking guess on what I should put on here if waters are gonna be a problem. Oh, where'd I put it? Hold on. It's my boy fucking Rillaboom. I'm gonna be honest, I really hate this Pokemon, but at the same time, I just love how you can slap it on literally any team and it's automatically good. I normally actually no, I have a typical Rillaboom spread that I use for non-assault vest. I need to find it real quick. Was it on this team? No, that was not on this team. Which one did I put it on? Was it on here? I know I've run Koba Rillaboom before. What team did I put it on though? Wait. Oh yeah, this one. I put it on this old thing. Okay, there we go. Got everyone's got Ooga Booga, as I like to call it. Got Grass Ooga Booga with it being Grass Ooga Booga. I don't think I need to run this in terms of move pool. I don't think I need to run all these moves in particular. Like I probably could just scrap knockoffs for something else. I think Drain Punch is a man. I think what I could do is run high horsepower on this instead of knockoff because it doesn't need knockoff because Duraludon is the only special attacker supporting mon. If I were to G-Max this, it would be the only one that would benefit from it. But at the same time, Duraludon can do it itself. So I could just go with high horsepower on this instead, which can be extremely helpful. Yeah, there we go. Alright, alright, we're almost done with this. Already. How long has this been? An hour. Has it already been an hour? Jesus Christ. Time flies by. Time flies by. Yeah. Time flies by really fucking fast when you know what you're doing. It's actually really funny. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna check something. Okay, check something real quick. Okay, so now normally when I get to this stage, I always what it comes to my mind is what rounds this team down. What does this team hate? And what does this team semi-struggle with that I could easily like put in the last slot to round it all out? That's what I need to do. Okay, I need to do Big Brain. You know what I could actually kind of see being a bit of a problem? I could see weather being a bit of a problem. Like, mainly, sun in particular. Like, I could see, like, sand isn't much of a problem. Rain could be manageable, but I could see sun being a big, big problem. What I could do is I could run Rock Slide on Braviary, but I don't think that's enough. That might just, I don't think that'll be enough coverage, to be honest. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Hold on. Okay, final slot. I kind of want to say Incineroar will be a problem because it's Incineroar, but I kind of don't want to slap my Lodic on this just because of Incineroar. Because what else does my Lodic really do for this team? Not a lot. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I always tend to. Yeah, last swap spots are always hard for me. I tend to always struggle with figuring out the last slot for a team. So yeah, this is nothing new for me. Just trying to figure it out. Hmm. Uh, okay. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, you know what I'm thinking of? I could probably run Primarina. Like, it doesn't just counter Incineroar, but it could also work. It doesn't just counter Incineroar, but it could also work as a semi-TR mode with Trick Room Mimikyu. And plus, this thing does really well against some big threats in the metagame. So, I think we found our last. I think I found the last mod for this. I like running Citrus Berry on this personally. I like running Citrus on this. I got like Hyper Voice, Moonblast. What else would I run on this? Yeah. Okay, so we have the same mindset with Primarina. Yeah, Primarina does fit in quite nice on this. Okay, what do I want to run for coverage? Energy Ball. Yeah, probably Energy Ball. And, ooh, I could see Perish Song being pretty nice, actually. Like, okay, go, like, what I typically go? Full HP, full special, bam, bam. I kind of want to run Perish Song. Actually, wait, no. No, Perish Song's a bad idea. No. Perish Song's probably a bad idea, actually, because I'm not always going to Dynamax this thing. So I'll probably just run Protect instead. It'd probably be better in most situations. Uh, hmm. Also, sorry for the moment of silence. A friend keeps DMing me. This, uh, Polyhydro cannon. Yeah, most likely. Probably should run Hydro instead. It would be better for if I do Dynamax this thing. And, like, it doesn't really need the energy ball for coverage and everything about it. Because basically every other Pokemon on the team can do it just fine. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I already got good coverage, so I don't really need it. Um. Okay, so I think technically we are technically done with this. I probably could change some stuff around. Like, I'm still not completely sure about the last move slot here. Like, Rock Slide or Iron Head is pretty tough to pick. I think Rock Slide might be just better to have since I already got the Ralladon for steel coverage, technically. So, yeah, very true. God. Okay. What else could I do with this? I probably could change items around a bit. Like, I'm still not completely sold with Expert Belt on Mimi. I probably could run something else like Shadow Tag, maybe Mental Herb or something. Um, uh, yeah, I'm not completely sure what I could do. This maybe goggles. I don't know about. I don't really. And actually, no. Goggles probably wouldn't be good on this. To be honest. Mm, yeah, I think it probably could work okay with Expert Bow, but I feel yeah, I probably could still be fine with Expert Bow in general. Beyond Torkoal, that's a thing now. Mm, hmm. God damn it. Already after getting big brain, I'm already dying again mentally. Nice. I don't know if I really need to change anything else with this. Um. Hmm. Uh, hmm. 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 God damn it. I think that might do for this, to be honest. Like, uh, I think this in general is pretty decent. Like, you have multiple ways. We have got multiple ways to speed control. We have some pretty decent offensive Pokemon for non-trick room. The offensive. Hold on, what I could do is probably run no speed on this actually, 'cause for like kind of fits your trick room. I don't know. And you also got it got a semi-secondary mode. I probably could have this fit in there as well, but yeah, I don't know. Probably don't need to. Uh, hmm. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll say that's a wrap for this because like at this point, because I think I'll call this an end to this for today because like mainly because I'm like just tired, because I'm really fucking tired. Say that right now. I didn't really stay up that long last night. I kind of just woke up extremely late, and I just felt like shit earlier. And I already have like some other stuff planned, stuff planned. So I think I'll call it in for today. This is like I enjoyed building this. This was fun. This was a lot of fun to build. I'll say that right now. I'll do testing in my own time. I might come back to this during the next one. But you know what? But yeah, this has been fun. Uh, MSR, also known as Solar, because of a group of friends, and also their streaming stuff. But and have a good day.